Yo guys, Mush back at it with another video, and yes, it has been confirmed that August 20th reveal date of new NVIDIA GPUs, it is happening. The Turing GPUs are coming. Cologne, Germany, August 20th, Gamescom, mark it down. We are finally getting some new graphics cards, and after everything that's happened with PC gaming over the last year and a half, GPU prices being expensive, nobody being able to afford budget-oriented PCs or just PCs in general, you couldn't get quality PCs when you talked about performance to price. That ratio just went all out of whack, but things have gotten better and better, and now it's peaking with the announcement of these new GPUs. Thank God they released an official trailer, which gets me really hyped. I know I probably shouldn't get hyped over a trailer for new hardware that is going to be super expensive, but guess what? It has been so long since new GPUs have been released. We've waited so long for the GPU market to stabilize, and all of that is coming back to reality. I feel like I've been saying that every month. Yo, this is going to be the next quarter where GPU prices finally stabilize, and slowly it has been happening, but now we are finally peaking, and it looks to finally be happening. So that's not the only thing I'm going to be talking about. Death Garden, a game that's launching in early access today. By the time you're watching this video, chances are it's already live, so it's going to be a buy-to-play game, but for the first week this game is out, it's going to be absolutely free, so everybody can download it. It's a multiplayer game, which a multiplayer game being free, I think that's a great idea. Really get you and all of your friends in on the game, give it a chance, and then if you like it, you will have the option to buy it, so I'll take a look at that. And I want to round out the video by taking a look at a couple of good game deals. Not a lot available to warrant a separate video, so I thought I would bundle it in with this video. Now let's right away talk about what you guys care about. New NVIDIA GPUs, the Turing GPUs. It has been confirmed August 20th, Cologne, Germany. That leak was real, and they released the trailer called B for the game. Now it's kind of a cringy trailer, but at the same time, I don't care. This could be as cringe as possible, but because new NVIDIA GPUs are finally coming out, that's all that matters. Now we don't have an idea of what essentially is going to be announced, but we just know that these new GPUs will be announced on August 20th. There is also a post over on NVIDIA's website that I'll leave a link in the description box down below, and I want to read a little bit of it. The entire thing is pretty interesting, so I'd recommend you to read all of it. Some of it you do have to take with a grain of salt. Some of it is, of course, going to be hype. They're hyping up new GPUs. Of course, they're going to be a little hyperbolic, but at the same time, let's just read it and you can decide for yourself. Quote, "The greatest leap since the invention of the CUDA GPU in 2006, Turing features new RT cores to accelerate ray tracing and new tensor core for AI inferencing, which together for the first time make real-time ray tracing possible. These two engines, along with more powerful compute for simulation and enhanced rasterization, usher in a new generation of hybrid rendering to address the $250 billion visual effects industry. Hybrid rendering enables cinematic quality interactive experience, amazing new effects powered by neural networks and fluid interactivity on high complex models." NVIDIA also unveiled its initial Turing-based products, and these are the Quadro GPUs, RTX 8000, Quadro RTX 6000, and Quadro RTX 5000 GPUs, which is said to revolutionize the work of some 50 million designers and artists across multiple industries. And I won't go through the entire thing again. The article will be in the description box down below, but I knew a lot of you guys, I've been reading the comments, and a lot of you guys were not sold on this August 20th date. A lot of you guys told me, yo, Mush, don't buy into it. It's not gonna happen. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't completely sold on it for the entire time, but I knew at some point something was gonna have to give. We kept hearing rumors, and at some point they had to announce new cards, and I just did not believe we were gonna go through another holiday season without new NVIDIA GPUs. To me, that just sounded a little bit ridiculous, and guess what? I was right on that at least. And I think we should all be happy about that. Whether you don't have money, whether you already have a great PC, it doesn't matter. As a PC gamer, this is going to trickle down into just positivity. Because from the top, what this means is, first of all, we're getting new GPUs, so for those of you that want the highest quality hardware, you now have new options in what to buy, and guess what? That's always good. But not only that, these new options get people to be buying new PCs. That's going to stimulate the market. That's going to get people to play more PC games. That's going to get more people excited about PC as a whole. Buy more games. That's how these things work. If you're more excited about the platform that you're on, there's typically a tendency to invest more and more money into it. So if you buy a new GPU, guess what? You're probably buying new games, and all of this stimulates PC gaming as a whole. So even if you're personally not buying these GPUs, it's just going to help the market so much. And even me personally, I have a GTX 1080. Are these new GPUs going to be right up my alley? Probably not, but guess what? I will probably impulse buy it, and then I'll probably let you guys know, and it'll probably be, for me, as someone that typically doesn't play the highest end of games these days, and I spend most of my time playing games like Dead Cells, still, it's something that I am definitely going to check out. In a game like Monster Hunter World, to run that game at 4K at high frame rates, it's nearly impossible at this point, so hopefully these new GPUs will do so. Yes, I'm excited because this is something I've been looking forward to for such a long long time. Again, not only are new GPUs being released, I've talked about it in previous videos, but this is of course going to drive the price of other GPUs down. I'm sure GTX 1080s are being listed as we speak. People are trying to get rid of them, and I will soon do another edition of GPU Market Watch and take a look at how prices are trending now right prior to the announcement. Let's see what they have for actual stock, how popular these GPUs are going to be, because I guarantee you these GPUs are going to come out at some point and then they're going to sell out right away, and then they're going to be relisted on eBay and they're going to be super expensive. But come holiday time, I hope the deals are good. I hope everyone across a wide variety of budgets will finally be able to build the PC that they want, because at this point, I hope that people across a wide variety of budgets can build the PC they want. Even at this point, to be honest, if you want a $600 or $700 PC and you want a high quality rig for that price, it's honestly pretty possible with a GPU like an RX 580. With how cheap that GPU has gotten, it's already pretty possible to build a budget end rig, but these new GPUs are just going to amplify that even more. So just great news all around, and thank God it's finally coming to fruition. So enough about that. I've ranted on that for quite a while. Get excited. Again, even if you're personally not picking up these GPUs, it's just going to mean positivity for the entire PC gaming market as a whole. Alright, so let's actually move on from that. I'll keep you guys posted how that story develops. Again, August 20th, we'll know more. But Death Garden is a game that is launching today. By the time you're watching this video, chances are it is already out, and early access kicked off today. However, for the first week, you can try out the game absolutely free. So it's a multiplayer game that's seeing its PC release first. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One early next year, I believe. And the game itself is set in the near future and revolves around a spectacular real blood sport that became the most popular entertainment on the planet. You choose to team up as one of the 5 agile runners or embody the hunter, a heavily armed competitor whose mission is to kill the runners. So you kind of get the idea of the layout of the game. We've seen games similar to this, I believe Dead by Daylight. The design fundamental is something we've seen before, but visually this game looks really good, and it looks to have quite a bit of nuances to its game as well. With procedurally generated garden, each map is procedurally generated, and a nano-printed environment in which runners willingly enter to compete against the powerful hunter. Each match boasts a different garden layout, which forces both sides to adapt their strategy to the environment and create exhilarating, memorable moments. Again, it's gonna be a little rough around the edges as an early access title, but guess what? You can try it out free for a week, get your buddies to download the game, because that's how you're gonna have the most fun, and you can all jump into Death Garden from now until August 21st, absolutely free, and then it will be a $29.99 early access title. And moving on from that, as I mentioned from the top, I want to go over a couple of good PC game deals. From now on, I think whenever I see a couple of good deals, I'm just gonna throw them on into this video, so if they do expire, at least I gave you guys the heads up, because sometimes doing it once a week, you don't even get all the good deals. So without further ado, let's go over these deals. 3 deals available on Steam. First up, Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition is 85% off for $4.49. Really good deal on that. Alternatively, you can get the base game for $2.99. The DLC honestly isn't all that great. A lot of multiplayer stuff which is completely useless, so getting the base game for $2.99 might be the best option here. $3 for Tomb Raider is quite good. Rise of the Tomb Raider is on sale as well for $15, but bear in mind you can get Humble Monthly for $12, get Rise of the Tomb Raider, and get a bunch of other unlocks on the first Friday of next month. So would not recommend you to get Rise of the Tomb Raider from Steam. Head on over to Humble, who I am sponsored by. Link is down below, and you can check out Rise of the Tomb Raider for $12. And if you've yet to play the first game, $3 for that is a really good deal, and $4.50 for the Goatee Edition. I would check that out as well. And then moving on from Steam, I also have a pair of deals from Fanatical as a part of their summer sale. Some great deals over there. Middle-earth Shadow of War is 70% off for $17.99. Use the code SUMMER10 to save an additional 10%, so if my math is right, that'll take it down to $16.20. And that's a really good price for Middle-earth Shadow of War, a game that had quite a bit of controversy on release with all of its microtransactions, but a game that has also gotten progressively better. Monolith has done a good job of improving the game, and the fundamentals of the game are rather good. If you enjoyed Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, it's a build-upon off that. That game was rather good. Shadow of War is pretty good as well. Satisfying combat, pretty good story. Would recommend you play Shadow of Mordor before this, but if you want to jump right in with Shadow of War, you're still gonna have a pretty good time. Again, $60.20 for that is pretty good. Also, Fanatical's got a really good bundle. Bayonetta and Vanquish, you get both of those games for $12.89. That's a great price. Unfortunately, the Summer 10 code is not applicable to this bundle, but if my math is right, that means you get both games for around $6.45, and that's a pretty good deal for each game. I believe Vanquish and Bayonetta typically go for $8 or $9. They might even go for $10, but yeah, the bundle is definitely a good price here. Bayonetta is a great game. Vanquish is a great game. Both of these titles are Platinum Games titles, so if you're not familiar with Platinum's games, super fast-paced, high-octane action, not games you're gonna take all too seriously and get super invested in. Vanquish in particular has some very cringe moments, but the gameplay itself is excellent, but it is a rather short game. If you're decent, you can complete it in around 4 hours. Yeah, it's that brief. And Bayonetta as well, very good, but very short as well. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Bayonetta 2 or Bayonetta 3 come over to PC as they are Nintendo published titles, but you can at least play the first one, and the first one is rather good. That's going to conclude this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed my insight on the new NVIDIA GPUs, because while it might not pertain to everyone and being super excited for Turing, if you already have a 1070 or a 1080, maybe you're set. And I can definitely see why, but just understand that this is going to stimulate and make the PC gaming market just healthier overall, and more people PC gaming. I'm telling you, that's just going to turn around and improve your experience at some point. Even if it takes a couple of dominoes to fall, eventually it'll be your domino that falls, and eventually that'll improve your experience. I think that's a pretty bad way of saying it, but you guys get the idea. Also, Death Garden is going to be free for the week. It's launching in early access today. As you guys are watching this video, chances are it's already out, free for the week. It's a multiplayer game, so I would recommend you to get a couple of friends to hop on and have a good time on that. See if you like it. If not, nothing lost. And as I mentioned, some pretty good PC game deals. Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition, $4.49. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, $16.20 after the Summer 10 code. And the Bayonetta and Vanquish pack, $12.89 for that. Rather good deal as well. That's going to conclude this one. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.